Thank you very much, Dr. Bobbicksenheimer, but here we are ready to get into game number 1. I have the wrong overlay. Here we are on North for the first game of the day, and we are going to be seeing 3X in the green team and the Alpha Spawn. They're going to be running Conde, Puerto Rico, Austin, Moskva, Druid, and Ragnar. Meanwhile, Rain going to be running Conde, Yodo, Austin, Petropavlovsk, Shimakaze, Vampire 2, and Daring. Let's go look at some builds. Moving on over to the green team, 3X first. We're going to take a look at Solitude. He's going to be running AFT on his Ragnar. We have the Conde of Fast Emotion. One day I will remember his name, honest to God. I'll remember his name one day. He's going to be running Superintendent, Improved Adrenaline Rush. Sorry, that's the Ragnar. I'm an idiot. The Conde is running Improved Adrenaline Rush from the John Jackson All Captain. He's going to be running the Top Grade Gunner, Reload Mod, relatively standard build, Expert Loader, you know, so you need to be able to switch. We have Puerto Rico for Kinney Mod, running Expert Loader, improved by either Halsey or John Doe, I'm not entirely sure which. Radar Mod, Outnumbered, Fearless Brawler, Druid here for Marcelo, not running Range Mod, not running AFT, well, you don't run Range Mod, but still. Going to be running RPF on his Druid, so he can locate other destroyers. Blood Legume, Leg Mod Moskva, everybody's favorite legume nut thing, Majiggy. Finally, we have the Austin of John the Ruthless, going to be taking Improved Survivability Expert from Ovechkin, the commander, and Demolition Expert, as well as Incoming Fire Alert, so you can see when he's being shot at. For the red team, taking a look at some builds, Gangbrang in his Vampire 2 is going to be running Dazzle. As well as RPF, he's running the Improved Engine Boost module, he's not running the Improved Hydro. We have an Austin for Amazing, he's going to be running Heavy HE and Demolition Expert. Not running Ovechkin for the Improved Survivability Expert for some reason. Yodo here for the Real Ship Shady, going to be running a full Torpedo build using the Improved Survivability Expert of Suzuki. Conde for Artorius is going to be running a relatively standard build. Actually, I'm looking at the Petro. No, I'm looking at the Conde. Yeah, he's running Improved Survivability Expert from Oboino. As well as the Outnumbered talent. Petropavlovsk, going to be running Survivability Expert and just generally standard stuff. Going to be running the Improved Turret Traverse of Znamensky. We have Daring here for Antaro, going to be running a relatively standard build here. You got RPF, no real gun buffs or anything, Improved Hydro Mod. And finally, the Shimakaze of the Sheep. Going to be running Survivability Expert, improved by Suzuki, Leg Mod, and Swift and Silence. Taking a look at the initial deployments over the ACAP, we're sending Ragnar, Druid, Conde, Druid and Moskva looking to make a play down the B line, Puerto Rico looking to make a jump between the gap down here, and then Austin kiting in the corner. For Rain, their deployment, Shimakaze, Daring, and Conde all heading to A. Petropavlov's going to be pairing up against this Druid Moskva combination, and finally Yodo, Austin, Vampire 2 will be their C flank. So a little bit of trading's coming out. Conde taking a little bit of damage. He's fine. So the Conde is probably going to look to try and farm out this Moskva, but unfortunately he's going to be countered by an opposing Conde, so that's not an easy option for him to maintain. This Petropavlovsk is probably looking to get farmed by this Conde as well, but it's not going to be happening anytime soon. Petropavlovsk Raider comes out, will spot the Druid. Druid does have a wall of torpedoes he's currently in the middle of dodging. Moskva might actually take this one here as well. Moskva does take one torpedo on to the belt. Does take a flood. Has to pop his damage control. Not really getting much in return onto the Daring of Antaro. But no, again, Druid and Ragnar are now opening up as well. They're going to be looking for the salvos too. There we go. Here comes the damage. Here comes the Moskva radar as well. So that's a fire. He does have DCP available, so he's going to save that till after he gets out of the radar range. Rain's Petro is looking like it might start suffering at the hands of this Conde with its screening being removed and this Conde being forced to kite in the border. Antaro pops his damage control party. He's going to actually try and juke some shells rather than just running for the outside of the radar. Gets out of there. Radar goes down anyway. Salvo coming in from the Moskva. He gets a fire here. It's permanent. Doesn't get a fire. Does have his engine capped. Here comes the farming on the Petropavlovsk. We have both the Druid and the Ragnar looking for it. Druid's going to drop a little smoke screen for the pair of them to farm for free. And spotting will be probably provided by Marcelo there. So this Petro is going to be forced to try and reverse here. However, if he does, we have Kinney Mod waiting here with his Puerto Rico looking for the broadside salvo. Farming continues. Excuse me, sorry. Well, anyway, Puerto Rico Raider comes out. We'll be finding the Vampire 2 gang in the cap. We'll also be finding a Yodo who's now going to start trying to farm him. So this is going to give the Petro an indication he can't really reverse, but at the same time he can't really go forward because he's being farmed by Conde, Druid, Ragnar, and if he goes too far forward, we have the Moskva and second Druid ready to go. 9-10 line, not much happening. Austin going to be opening up with the reload booster onto the Vampire. Radar is going to be expiring soon. That should allow Gang to take the cap. But they are losing their Petro for this. Shimakaze and Druid both smoke. Sorry, Shimakaze and Daring both smoking up here. Daring's looking to farm out a little bit of the Puerto Rico of Kinney mod, whereas the Shima Smoke is just to try and keep his Petropavlovsk alive just a little bit longer. But unfortunately, doesn't look like he's going to be staying alive too much longer at all, really. He's down to 3,000 health. Shimakaze of the Sheep dropping some torpedoes towards the Druid. Druid currently hydraing the Petropavlovsk. And that's going to warn the Shimmer that he needs to run away. Shimmer torpedoes towards the Druid. None of them going to land. He has got a nice little cubbyhole he can duck into here. One torpedo from each of those clip the rock there. So that is going to be a dead Petropavlovsk, eventually. But they have traded that for a cap, so... yeah, swings and roundabouts, really. That is, if the Petropavlovsk ever actually wants to die, it is a Petropavlovsk. Druid actually looking for salvos back here onto the retreating Shimakaze. It's caught a Moscow radar. Petro will go down. Druid of Entaro is going to have a bit of an issue too. His escape route's cut off by Marcelo. And Marcelo's going to straight up win that 1v1. But there goes the Petro. He dies finally. Back over at sea. Not much happening. Kinney Mod's Puerto Rico knows that the Vampire 2 is there. Sees the Hydro, Conga line not coming out. But Kinney Mod did take a lot of damage for that, but he's going to be healing back most of that. Yodo plus Daring farming on him. Oh wait, that's Daring, not Druid. Apparently, Daring kind of won that fight a little bit. Yeah, Daring AP into the broadside. Marcelo going to go down. The kiting Conde is now able to engage the opposing Conde of faster motion, and honestly, this fight looks heavily favoured for the Conde. At this point, we get Solitude's going to have to open up as well, just to try and even this fight out a little bit. The combined DPM of the Conde fires plus the Ragnar fires should even this out a little bit. However, it's quite hot to land salvos. Obviously, Solitude keeping to the backside here, trying to stay within the turret angles of this Conde so that he can't get all the guns on him. So he's instead just going to focus fully on the Conde, which is meaning you can free farm. Meanwhile, I think the Shimmer, is the Moskva in range as well? I didn't realize the Moskva was in range. Druid versus Daring, once again. I don't know where Vile's been this entire game, actually. I haven't been paying that much attention. Was he over on the 9-10 lane? No, he was over there, wasn't he? He was with the Ragnar and this second Druid came down there. This is best of 3 or 5. This is best of 3. Grand Finals, I believe, is the best of 5. Which, you know, we have an entire losers bracket to go through first. Which one of these teams will go down to, because I believe we have a double elimination format. Austin on Austin violence looked like it might occur sometime soon, by the way. Amazing and John the Ruthless currently just doing the dance of death around each other. So Antaro's kind of in a bit of a rock and a hard place situation right here. If he reverses, he's got the Moskva Blood Legend there. If he goes forward, he has the Druid plus Ragnar plus Conde all looking for him. At the minute, Shimakaze is able to smoke up and get some salvos into the side of the Druid, because he's caught in Daring Hydro. This is kind of uncomfortable right now for Vile. It looks like the Yodo is also getting involved now. So yeah, Vile's going to have to back out of this one. However, Yodo is kind of spotted in front of the Puerto Rico, who's done a little rotation here. He's coming back down the channel. But at the minute, we have 1 minute 30 left on the clock, and the Shimakaze goes down, gets caught inside Moscow radar, and gets caught on the retreat out the back of the smoke screen. I did not see this. He was looking for torpedoes on the Druid, I believe, which appear to have missed. No, it did not miss, in fact. Vile did not accelerate in time and goes down. That's another trade, and that's going to make it really difficult for 3X to get into the B cap. They do have time to do it now. They can send Blood Legends Moskva into there, but he's got an entire Yodo that he needs to remove first. But point swing, because of the dead ships, means that 3X do have a little bit more time on their hands. At the minute, Rain are still winning, but that can change as soon as this cap gets contested. So the point differential right now is plus 120. They're going to need to delay this cap a little bit longer, so that if they take the full cap, they're not going to get double points to get the rest of the way. So right now, Rain need 125 points to win. So now they win on 1 cap, because PTA still needed 250. Now, Blood Legend's blocking now, but that's still going to get reset. You have Real Ship Shady here. Gang and his Vampire is going to get caught by Puerto Rico radar. So they need to get John the Ruthless into this cap, honestly. It looks like an Austin trade did happen at some point, but John is now being forced to try and take this cap, meaning he has to present himself in an awkward way to Amazing. But they need to get that ship into this cap, because otherwise they're just going to... I don't see if they get... There's no kills available. Not easily, anyway. So they're going to have to send John in. John gets spotted by Amazing. Reload booster comes out. Sap volleys, forcing John to go bow in. Once this bow and trade ends, he can potentially think about just diving into the cap. But he's going to lose a lot of health in this fight. Getting 3 turrets knocked out so far. Luckily, he has 6 of them. 4 turrets knocked out. DCP comes out. And now he's saying, oh, hang on, give me like 3 seconds and I'll do the same to you. So he's not going for the cap, he's instead going for the kill. Conde picks up the kill in the background onto Solitude, but Artorias probably will go down for this. And if you get this Conde kill, you have like you have 20 seconds to get this Conde kill. Conde kill, that's gone for the rest of the tournament. And John gets the Austin kill. So now John's going to be able to get at this cap. Blood Legend's still being farmed and reset inside the C cap. But with Rain currently not ticking on any caps and only having 2 ships, it looks like 3X might have picked up this game. And not only have they picked up the game, they've picked up the Conde kill, which means that for the rest of the tournament, 3X still has access to their Conde, Rain does not. However, Rain do have access to the Annapolis still, and 3X do not. So we're probably going to see some Annapolis gameplay in the next game. Gang looking to desperately farm out the rest of Blood Legend, but I thought this is a little too late. Wisely, 3X is sending Faster Motion in his Conde to... Well, he's just going to hang around on that board. He doesn't need to do anything right now. Even if Blood Legend goes down, that's not going to be enough. As you can see, they will gain 40 points for killing the ship, and that's only going to take them to 919. Although, with the time it is... No, we still have 6 minutes left on the clock. They can recap this and start points ticking again. But Yoda of Real Ship Shady might go down here at the Moskva. Just going to leave it to the Vampire alone. Yoda's going to have to disengage. He does have the Conde looking for him as well. Never mind, he did not get the disengage. Moskva gets the kill. And now it's just Blood Legend and his Vampire. Blood Legend versus Gang and his Vampire. He might be able to get the Moskva kill. He was unable to get the Moskva kill. 3X will be taking the first game in this series, and crucially, they will also be getting the Conde kill. Meaning, this should soften up the roster for Rain for the rest of the tournament. And they have to go through the rest of the losers bracket without access to that Conde as well. So if they come back to the finals, having to go through a double elimination bracket and not having access to their Conde and potentially risking other super ships, this could be a really hard situation to fight back through. Oops. Ah, God. Respawn's reversed, screwing me over. Alright, 3x, yes, congratulations on winning the first game in the best of 3 series. But it is, of course, a best of 3 series, which I need to press this button on. Woosh, there we go. So now, next map is going to be Hotspot, and I don't like Hotspot. I don't like Hotspot. It's always been a little bit of a weird map. Because it always feels like you have to send, like, it takes so long to get over to the home caps. Quote-unquote home caps, because they're not really home, they're kind of far away. It's like not like North, where you just, like, spawn both ways. Like, you spawn in the top right and bottom right. So you have to do, like, a very long distance travel. Meaning, if you bring a French DD for the faster cap, like, you will have, like, a solid point advantage, even if, like, the C cap is contested for a while. But I don't know how much contesting we're going to be seeing. I'm assuming, who do you sit in there at the minute? Like, we saw somebody trying to park a Puerto Rico in there yesterday. It didn't go too well. There's a lot of Hydro DDs available. They're all really expensive as well. So I don't know if you want to sit anything in there. Des Moines is too expensive. It's like really expensive for the price of it. Like, let's have a look at the point limits again. Ship points. As you can see, Des Moines here, 68 points. And honestly, on the southern island, after the island rework, that position isn't what it used to be. Northern Spawn has a much safer island these days, especially if you consider, like, getting a farming angle onto the contest islands. You have a much easier job from the Northern Spawn finding a position to farm from, but you do have a much better defensive rock on the southern side, so if you can hold, then it's fine, but you have to have an aggressively placed ship just for radar control or spotting control in any way, and then you're committing two ships at least, 3 ships at least to hold that. It's really difficult to hold that. Whereas on the northern side, you can probably get away with just probably about the same, to be honest. It's fine. Right, map next. Nope, not north. We've done north. North is done. We're going to Hotspot. Training room? Hello? Why was I kicked from the training room? Everyone was kicked from the training room. Understandable. Alright, well, we might have a little bit of a delay moving on to this next map, so have another Bugsy video. Because I know you all love the Bugsy video.
Welcome back. Welcome back, Captains. I'm Dr. Bogsenheimer, and I'm here to tell you now about the flagship rule in Warship Masters Invitational. Flagships are super ships, sometimes called Tier 11. Flagships are present in Warship Masters Invitational because every team can bring one per match. You have your options between Satsuma, Annapolis, or the torpedo destroyers Dalarna and Yamagiri. Any super ship is open to a team depending on what suits their needs. However, if a team loses their super ship in battle, that super ship is not allowed to be brought for the remainder of the tournament. Use your Conde too early, and you lose it, you won't get it again. Just ask Penta versus Rain in the last Warship Masters Invitational. That's it for our lesson, folks. Enjoy the rest of Warship Masters Invitational, and remember, Conde is Bay.
Penta versus Rain and losing Condes. Where have we seen this? Except they're called 3x now. But yes, enjoy your buggy video. I hope you enjoyed your buggy video. I don't care if you didn't. I think I need filler. I could show the Napoli video, but that involves finding that too. Yeah, we're waiting for everyone to get back in the training room. I'm gonna talk to Mini Hannibal for a bit. Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello. I'm in the game still watching. It is tense because Elysian Realm has 2 DDs left with 34,000 health. STCN has 3 left with 15,000 total health. But Elysian Realm is up 856 to 806. How's it going?
Not bad. I'm watching Rain versus Penta.
Ooh, how I assume that Penta is crushing.
No, really, it was actually quite a close battle, but Rain have lost their Conde now.
Ooh, well, Elysian Realm brought two battleships. They brought Hanover St. Vincent. They eventually lost the Hanover, but man, it was doing work because we're on northern waters, so they just parked it mid. And there's a minute 10 left, and so now STCN is trying to push forward. They got to get into caps, but honestly, they don't have a speed boost left on the Elbing. The Marceau's speed boosting as quick as he can to A, but it's just going to be... He might get into A, but I don't think it will give them enough time to get into B. And Elysian Realm knows the play is to just dive away.
So they're just running away.
Yeah, they are. The game is 100% over.
We need a forfeit button in this game for situations like that, really.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, this is only game one because they didn't get into room until 9:08. We started, and then we had a crash, and so game actually started at 9:11 finally, or 9:12.
Well, this is only game one as well, so you're not that far behind us. We've just had a training room restart entirely, so yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, we had one of those as well. But yeah, so Marceau and Druid, there's 15 seconds left. They're going to get into A, but it won't make it enough time to change it and get the Elbing to B. Marceau will get in there, and all it'll do will add maybe literally 3 seconds.
Hey, 3 seconds.
Oh, he doesn't even get into the cap, and there's the confirm, ladies and gentlemen. Elysian Realm will take game one. They are one game away from moving on and knocking out STCN. And now we move on to Sleeping Giant, which was Elysian Realm's pick.
So did your double BB team win?
Yeah, Elysian Realm did win. They lost the Hanover, though. And if you didn't see, I asked, and the refs put up an updated remaining team Supership tracker, so we don't have to try to track across all 12.
I mean, that's slightly simpler, I guess.
Laziness is key.
It's look, the spreadsheet is literally fits on one screen anyway.
True.
Okay.
Okay, so Penta is up. Did they lose a Supership, or did they not bring one, or
No, they brought their Conde as well.
did they lose it?
No.
Ah,
They kept their Conde. They did already lose their Annapolis yesterday, though.
yeah.
I'm
Well,
assuming
Elysian Realm is now down 4 Superships.
What you got left?
They've lost their Hanover, their Patrie, their Zorki, and their Yama. So actually, they haven't even brought out the Conde and the Annapolis yet.
Yeah, that's fine.
But no, they ran a Hanover, a St. Vincent, Holland, Smallland, Druid, Elbing, Druid.
Ugh. It's a lot of druids.
It was a lot. There was a lot of DDs. There was a lot of DDs. STCN ran a PR and a Colbert, but it was a really brilliant play on Northern Waters. So they had the Colbert locked on the A cap and the Puerto Rico over there as well, and Elysian Realm just ran the 2 battleships, one down the 1 line, one down the 5 line, and pinched them out. It was a trade for the St. Vincent, but they took out both the Colbert and the Puerto Rico with that play, and that was almost game deciding at that point. It wasn't quite, but it was close.
I saw Austin on Austin Violence.
Ooh. That can be brutal.
Yeah, it was actually quite interesting. So the Rain Austin got the jump on John and started hammering with Sap. John turned in, switched to HE. John didn't have his reload booster up, but then he didn't die. So he pressed the DCB button and it's like, it's my turn now. I also got to see a Petro die, which always makes me happy.
Yeah. Petro's dying is always a good time. Well, so we'll go into this game. A quick update chat. So as we just heard from Painzor, Penta is up 1-0 over Rain. Katz is up 1-0 over No OP, and Elysian Realm is up 1-0 over STCN.
Do we have the other
So,
game? Is there another game? I thought there was 4 games
there is.
right now.
There's 3.
Okay, maths is hard.
2 loser bracket, 1 winner bracket.
That sounds complicated.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I'm looking at the tournament website. Keep track.
Right,
Makes it
well, it looks
easy.
like all my players are ready, so I hope your next game is as exciting as that last one, and you get some...
Fare thee well. I'll see you for losers bracket round 4.
Yep, see you in a bit. Sounds like he's having fun. Yay, filler! It's like, we'll make Bogsy talk, we'll make Winnie Hannibal talk. And now we wait. Do, 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 do. If I freeze my face like this, can I convince you all that your stream has crashed? I'm an actual child. Anyway, we're just waiting on Wargaming, who apparently need another moment, because, you know, there's not like 20 other people in. Right, the game is going. Here we are, game number 2 of this best of 3 series, with PTA being 1 game up. Yo, green team here on hotspot will once again be Rain, and they're going to be, well, once again, will be Rain, and they're going to be running Yodo, Moskva, Napoli, Jinan, Yamagiri, Druid, Ragnar. Meanwhile, for 3X, we're going to bring out the big guns, literally, we're going to bring out the Ohio. Angelstone going to be playing as Ohio. They also have Yodo, Henry, Zoki, Elbing, Druid, and a Smarland. You know, so the one tournament that Angelstone could have gotten away with playing Kakumbo, and they won't let him. It's also the one tournament that Anlai could have had a chance to play as Druid. Instead, Kinnymod gets to play as Druid. Alright, let's take a look at some builds. So, starting out with the Napoli of Gang. He's going to be running range mod for that improved dispersion formula at mid-ranges, because it's weird like that. We also have the Yodo going relatively torpedo focused and taking the improved survivability expert from Suzuki. We have Yamagiri of Sheep, improved survivability expert, Suzuki, Swift and Silence, RPF. Druid going to be running BFT, no AFT, heavy AP. Was he also running RPF? He's not running RPF. He's chosen we don't need RPF. Ragnar of Entaro is going to be running relatively standard build using Jersey Swirsky for improved Trail Rush, also running AFT. Jinan, full top spec, with gun reload and smoke mod. And finally, the Moskva, who appears to be AFK. He's moving now. He's going to be running no leg mod, improved survivability expert from... Sorry, no, yeah, he's running reload mod. He's running improved turret rush from Znamensky. Alright, moving over to Penta, or 3X, or whatever the hell you want to call him this week. Kinnymod's Druid is going to be running BFT, Superintendent, Heavy AP, no RPF or anything like that. Vile, going to be running RPF instead. Then we have Smarland of Marcello, going to be running RPF, Superintendent, Flooding Chance. And we have the Zoki, improved survivability expert from Ovechkin, AFT, concealment, full concealment build. Henry 4 of Blood Legume, going to be playing with improved adrenaline rush from that commander that I forgot the name, John Jackson Hall. Ohio of Angelstone and his beautiful camouflage here, going to be running improved turret traverse, secondary range, and then the rest tank stuff. Also secondary mod slot 3. So half secondary. We got Yodo of Faster Motion, going to be running half torpedo spec, RPF, improved survivability expert, and Hydro mod. That's pretty much everybody, right? Yeah, I'll assume it is. If I missed anybody, tough. Right, take a look at the initial appointments. Over the A cap for Rain, we're going to be sending Ragnar, Druid, and Napoli. B cap, we're going to put a Jinan in it. Sorry, a C cap, we're going to put a Jinan in the C cap. Moscow going to position kiting, and then you got Yamagiri Yodo as the holding force. Meanwhile, there's a little bit of trading going on in the middle already. But yes, PTA, 3X, Ban CV, TDW deployment. We have Henry 4, Zorki in B cap. We have Smarland and Elbing playing mid. Ohio going to be hovering at the bottom of C. Inside the C cap, we're going to be sending a Druid, and then over at the 9-10 line, we have a single Yodo. Elbing of Vile is spotted in front of Ragnar Druid, and he's suffering a little bit for it. Props his smoke screen. Judging, they'll be able to tell that's the gene on there, judging by those orcs. They know the two DDs on, they know where the Napoli is. They don't know where the Yamagiri is, but, well, they'll find the torpedoes soon enough. Radar comes out from the Smaland, and Zoki combination with the funny button ready, going to be pounding away at the Druid of Malamu. Torpedoes expire before they reach, whatever the hell he's calling himself these days, Solitude. Smaland of Marcello are going to be taking a little bit of return fire, but honestly, a big amount of damage getting down on that Druid. He does have Hydroactive, so he shouldn't have to worry too much about those torpedoes. No, he lost a turret in that engagement as well for a little bit. Gang and his Napoli going to be running up and turning out, just using the smoke as a disengage tool. Thought he was going to try and smoke out Malamu, but it looks like it wasn't necessary. And now it looks like this force here is just going to try and farm out this cap. Meanwhile, nothing much happening on the 910 line, and C-cap's blocked, so if they get the kill here, they can start converting on the next ship and then eventually take this home cap. They won't even need it at that point, they'll be ahead on points. They're already kind of, well, they're behind on points for now because A was capped first. Marcello with a torpedo issue takes it to midships, loses a massive chunk of HP, forced to pop the damage control party as well, so he can't take this engagement that he was looking for. And that's going to make this flank a lot harder to play. Radar coming out from the Moscow will be spotting the approaching Druid, who went for a sneaky. Yeah, Druid is currently hydroing the Genon. Is he planning on gaming? Are we about to see some gaming? We may be about to see some gaming. Yoda looking to farm the Genon. However, Kinemod has discovered, much to his chagrin, the existence of a large Moskva-shaped object in his face. Moskva did not have turrets turned for him. Still doesn't have turrets turned for him. He's not looking. He's looking for the Yoda who's attempting to farm out his Genon. Does this mean that Kinemod's going to go for it? Kinemod is going to go for it. We have some gaming. Druid gaming, everybody. Beautiful citadels. Beautiful citadels. The Druid drive-by. He gets out. Moskva Hydro is ready. We'll be able to repick him up. Yodo shells still coming in, as well as Yabagiri shells from Sheep. But Kinemod goes in, executes to Genon, refuses to elaborate, and leaves. Wow. Okay. I was certainly gaming. Why? What? So Yamagiri torpedoes heading towards Angelstone right now. Angelstone looking to focus out the rest of this Moskva. C-cap has been taken by 3x. They're going to have to try and extract Kinemod. I don't know what the... Ooh, these torpedoes could be very deadly. Actually, no, he's fine. He's turned away from him already. Giving a bit of broadside to the Moskva, but he knows the torpedoes are coming most likely. I don't think he gets the full turn out. I don't know if he gets behind this island, because he might take 3. Depends how many clip this rock, because underwater islands are a pain in the dick, and predicting their existence is going to be difficult. Okay, that one's directly hitting that island. This one, not so much. That one also clipped the island. He gets away with everything because, you know, underwater island mechanics. Great. Ragnar farming is still going to continue though, as well as Moscow farming. Angel Stone and Kinnymod are going to have to extract from there, but the Yamagiri of Sheep looks to be going in, and he will be able to just execute this Druid if he picks him up. He will not spot the Druid, I don't think. He's slightly too far away, because Druid's concealment's around 6-ish. So Kinnymod's going to be able to get himself out of there, but he's going to maintain spotting on the Ohio right now. Angel Stone managed to get out of the cap. Kinnymod are going to go back to the island he started from. He's like, yeah, I've done my job. But that could be a bit risky for him. Like, the Yodo and Moskva combination can quite happily walk down the 10 lane now. They do have their own Yodo here for, like, spotting purposes, but he's losing this trade quite heavily because he's been, like, the Moskva's been looking for him as well. Looks like they've also, like, rotated their Ragnar back over here. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to farm out the rest of this Napoli. Like, he still has 3 heals left, and he's kiting. Druid of Malamu is currently caught inside Henry Fort Hydro, so they know what's around the corner waiting for them as well. Reload booster comes out from the Henry. Shells from the Zorky come in towards the Druid looking for the funny button burst. Catching maybe a little bit. Nothing. But this should be the secured kill onto Druid right now. They might lose a lot of health on the Henry. He is pushing into a kiting Napoli right now. But that should be the cap flip. And that will probably allow... yeah, that's going to allow Kinnymod to extract himself and his Druid on the C cap. Because they don't need that anymore because they're taking this one. Elbing and Smarland both going to be in a smokescreen together, trying to farm out the rest of this Napoli of Gang. And Gang's probably going to go for the kill on the Henry. He should be able to get this. He is secondary range still, so... Does he have a smoke ready for the disengage after? He does not. Well, he will do. Blood going to hit the brakes, so he like tries to get out the Napoli secondary range. That's not secondary mode, right? That is secondary mode. Secondary mode slot 3. Right, Gang's going to be forced to pop a smoke screen. He's out of the concealment range, but the Henry's Bloom is still within his smoke screen range, so he's got a nice little buffer zone here. However, he is limping away, and he does have a permanent fire on his stern. And plus, if you look where the Napoli secondaries are coming from, you can potentially still aim there. Not sure if Gang wants to use his main battery here. Still finishing below, just going to use the rest of his secondaries. Well, he's out of secondary range, and he doesn't have vision. Fighter plane is up looking for him, but... There we go. Fighter plane spots him. Actually, the end of this... He's still got the smoke screen up as well, so yeah, secondaries go back out. HE Salvo comes in as well. That's going to be the kill on that, and that's going to allow Gang to get another heal off, potentially. The Elbing and Smala will have to chase him for a while, but they have, like, this cap is taken now. Yamagiri from the Sheep rotated back, looking for torpedoes towards the Zoki. These could be dangerous. Those were not, in fact, dangerous. Also, Gang went down in his Napoli, apparently. Moskva Raider comes out. We'll locate both the Ohio and the Druid. Not sure if Ragnar or Ventara wants to try for a cheeky one here. Angel Stone's guns are looking for it, though. Didn't really find much. Does anybody have shots on the Ragnar from this flank? No, he shot blocked the Druid, he shot blocked the Zoki. Not Druid. Elbing's all the way over there, Smalin's all the way over there. Yamagiri being forced away from the smoke screen, and that'll be game 2, taken by 3x. Didn't even realize the points were over. So 3X will take a 2-0 series. I'm going to see if I can find a third game.